And so often, it's the one that goes straight on rather than the big spinner. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm giving that out as well. It's how in the crease. The ball doesn't have a long way to travel once it hits him on the thigh. He's disappointed. He's got another start. Eskenazi goes for 17. The Gurkhas, they're in trouble here in the power, outside the power play. 35 for 3.
Well, there's a reason why I describe Lalit Narayan Rajbanshi as the premier left-arm spinner in the country. And that is not a mantle you win easily because of the quality of left-arm spin here in Nepal. I think we've seen 19 now, 19 local players who bowl left-arm spin. And Rajbanshi, for me, yet again showing why he's T20. He's so skillful, and as you rightly said, he so often beats the batter on the inside. I think this is a good decision.
Yeah, I don't even think that's hitting the bails. I think it's hitting underneath the bails, middle and leg.
Sumit Maharjan to the crease. He's had a decent little tournament. That one now rags.
Now this is what he does to you. He bowls one that he tries to spin, and it spins big. And then you look for the spin, and he undercuts it, and it goes straight on, and it hits you straight on the shin bone.
Thank you very much. Off you go. Rajbanshi again. Get out the trademark celebration. Point the fingers to the sky. He's on fire, and the bolts springing yesterday.
Storm orthodox dismissal. Watch how the ball dips. He gets lovely flight, but the ball almost falls off the end of a table. The table, and richly deserved as our highest wicket taker. Maharajan goes for 0, bowled by the very impressive Rajbanshi again. 35 for 4.
Rashid Khan to the crease. That one was really tossed up. This is the classic left arm orthodox dismissal. It's the drift into the right-hander, then the dip, and catches it. Do not come any easier. Anil Shah gleefully holds on. Maharjan's gone for a 3-ball duck. And it's so nearly 35 for 5, but it's a double wicket maiden. The score is 35 for 4.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाट किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
Overcome every.
Both Nepal players, both for the bolts. 10 wickets apiece. And then in third place, or joint third place, Pratish GC. So the local bowlers and the local batters. Remember, Rohit Paudal's top of the table, showing the overseas stars how to do it here in these conditions at the TU.
But again, it highlights if you want to be near the top of the table as a team, You need a strong bowling department. Runs is pretty, but your bowlers, they win you tournaments. There's no doubt about it.
And somewhere in a team hotel, Rohit Powell is nodding his head in agreement. He says, tell me all about it. We've got 270. I'm taking 7 wickets, and my team are already out of the comp with a game to go. The real problem now for the Gurkhas here is that, yes, we know Erasmus is a world class, but Mohammed Mohsin is just going to keep it so tight in these middle overs. How does he approach it? All he can do for the moment is knock it around.
I had a brief discussion with Gerard Erasmus at the close of play yesterday, and I asked him why he didn't implement his strong stroke of the sweep. And he said, look, I thought about it. He said, but I've actually developed this shot over the top of the bowler's head, just a little punch down the ground that I'm playing really well lately, and it ended up leading to my dismissal. And my response to him was, it just might not have been the surface to be going down the ground, and rather to implement your cross-bat sweep shots. He needs to spend some time at the wicket though, Gerard Erasmus. Just a brief amount. 8 gone, 39 for 4.
I dare to over and shine. Graduate school, where every step leads to a new adventure.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस्। तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स मेरा जियो।
यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters. The gas hobs le buzeko cha, your way of quality living.
Third win. Apply that pressure on the sides currently occupying the top 4 places. We're not going to see Raj Banshi continue, which for me, I'm not sure if I agree with it, to be honest. He was in such rhythm, just keep him going. Instead, we'll see our Nico Yadav, who's very much a utility player, and he runs at the end. And both these kind of slingy left arm orthodox, and in for his 3rd match now today. You'd almost love a montage, wouldn't you, of all the different left arm spinners, because no 2 of them are even really close to the same.
Tonight, because I don't know which one's which, but this is a very indifferent action. Majority of the time the ball will just slide on with the arm, but every now and again you might find in left arm Deja who undercuts the ball. Every now and again one might just grip here and spin.
There is that strong sweep, looking for the slog sweep, and that one did turn. And also, because he's coming so wide of the crease, because of that really wide arm action, have a look at where this comes from. Angles in, bites, turns away. This time it's a drag down and helped away to the shorter side. That'll be 4. Erasmus gets his first boundary.
You've got to be nimble on your feet here, not only coming down the wicket, but when you go back and across to try and play this pull shot, you need to get into position quickly. Out. Erasmus does it all.
This time, down the ground. 2 boundaries in the over. Nice little counter punch from the Gurkhas, led by Erasmus.
को उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
That's the googly. And a misfield. That'll get Erasmus back on strike. We look at the points table here, HD. Are the sides beneath the Gurkhas cheering on Janakpuri here in a big way?
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt, every single team behind the Gurkhas is saying, come on, the Bolts. Because if the Bolts do win this, that's where he's smart. He gets that fine now. He says, run hard, run hard. A little misfield, and we've seen a lot of those. Gets them through for 3. Yep, if the Bolts win this, it's still anyone's game to get into that sort of 4th and 3rd position.
Yeah, and the only side that continues to be out of the reckoning is the Lumley Lions. Yes, Sandeep Lamachani and Kevin O'Brien's kings of it all to do, but in theory, they can win their last 2. They'll need to win them by big margins as well and try to get into a tie on 6 points. For the Avengers, with that super over win, there'll definitely be hope, particularly with the form of Andreas Huis. He's an incredible ball striker, isn't he?
I thought he was off and running again today. Got a start. He'll entertain us again, there's no doubt about it, but for the Avengers, they've got some other players now who found some form. Reefer, player of the match performance.
Well, Reefer did it all, not just in normal time, in extra time too, in the stoppage over, or in the extra. With the ball. Gets us to the halfway stage of the first innings of the second game of the day. Time for a drink for all the players. The Gurkhas, having won the toss, decided to bat first. They're 54 for 4.
यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश आजका मोडर्न गर्लको कन्फिडेन्टको एउटा आधार सफ्टी स्यानिटरी न्यापकिन्स विङ्स टु फ्लाइ हाई मिल्दोजुल्दो नामसँग नझुकिनु होला पातको चिन्ह भएको सफ्टी नै रोज्नु होला
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ
सिटिजन लाइफको क्रिटिकल केयर प्लस लिएको छु जसले रोग लागेको थाहा हुने बित्तिकै कति उपचार खर्च
अब सिटिजन लाइफले गर्छ
Nepal Medicity Hospital, world-class healthcare services, accessible and affordable for all, for a healthy and prosperous nation.
DHI Happier Home, छुट्टै छ है
Minto Fresh. Freshness that bonds.
Himsta for a complete home.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha your way of quality living.
For a
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
legends rise through great.
مع كل غطاء جديد فرصك في الفوز تزيد في كورة في بيبسي
अगर यहाँ पर हजारों करोड़ रुपए का करप्शन हुआ है तो ये पैसा अडानी ग्रुप सरकारी अधिकारियों को रिश्वत देने का प्लान बनाया। यहाँ पर 1750 करोड़ रुपए की रिश्वत ऑफर करी जाती है, लेकिन यहाँ एक प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है। यहाँ एग्जैक्टली लिखा था कि किस स्टेट या रीजन के कौन से अधिकारी को रिश्वत ऑफर करी, पर मेगावाट रेट तक लिखा हुआ था।
he's bowled well. Just the 3 runs is very fine.
यति बेला 57 रन रहेको रहेको 4 वटा विकेटको नोक्सानीमा
Fine competitor Sher Malla done with over number 11 is 57 for 4.
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपना सकेका हुन्छन् ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस् खुलेर जिउनुस् सानोमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो यसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
Niyoko solar water heaters. Water purifies. Chimneys. The gas hops your way of quality living.
DHI happier home. Today hey.
7 and 9 per over and get them over 120. Darren.
Well, a 7 and over I'd take if I was the coach of the Gurkhas. I'd be thinking 7 and over from here. I'd be happy with that. Take us to that 120 mark. I think that's the magic number.
Yeah, he just followed the bat over there. Down the leg side, it's going to be 5 wides, I reckon. Does it have enough legs? Yes, it does. They need to be careful over here, the bowls. They have the game by its grasp. They can't let the momentum shift.
Yeah, that's a poor delivery. You're playing on a pitch. I mean, that is probably one of the worst deliveries I've ever seen in my life. He totally lost rhythm. Came wide of the crease round the wicket and just didn't come out of the hand at all. 5 wides.
And this one kept low. The surface has, and that's Kishore. He got the first wicket today, Kishore Mahato of Michael Levitt. Darren, you did see him from close range. What are your thoughts about him?
Well, watched him yesterday and watched him today, and I've been very impressed. I think he's one of those onto the bat. He makes it carry through to the keeper.
Taken, lovely catch at covers. They are celebrating. It's the captain, Anil Kumar Shah. Big wicket here. Arniko with a wicket. And Rashid has to depart. Half the side back in the dugout for the Gurkhas.
Well, he's come back well here, Arniko. After a terrible delivery that went for 5, he's come back well with his round arm, left arm spin. A bull diving. Amazing catch diving forward. They can be very difficult, them. Delight for the Bolts. Another much needed wicket, and unfortunately Rashid Khan, he falls for 7, and the Gurkhas 63 for 5 in trouble.
Dan Dot Wait, he's had a couple of 20s in this tournament, but he can hit the ball long and hard. He has to give company to Erasmus. This partnership is key once again. This vital association can help the Gurkhas. But Arniko has settled into a very fine line and length. 1 wicket can really give you the confidence.
Yeah, but I said partnerships are the key, and I keep saying it, but it's so important on these sort of pitches. Batters coming in to get 6, 7 balls to get used to the pace of the pitch. How much is it turning? How much is it bouncing?
Yeah, they deny that single of the misfield, and that's a very smart decision as well. What an over this has turned out to be. Began with 5 wides, comes back to get a wicket. 6 runs coming off this over. 6-3 for 5 after 12.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं Niyoko solar water heaters. Water purifies. Chimneys.
The gas hops your way of quality living.
क्रिकेट में जीत को मजा र फोन में टेक्नो को मजा कसैले बीट गर्न सक्दैन because टेक्नो provides best quality, best service and best signal. टेक्नो smartphone रोजी.
What happened in the Rashid can't go for that hit because before that in the previous over Malla gave away only 3 runs, and that's what happens when the bowler at the other end as well, Darren, helps you. You got to complement each other.
Absolutely, it's not just about batters putting partnerships together, it's about bowlers creating partnerships and putting pressure on the opposition. You put pressure on the opposition and wickets fall.
It's so important. Spin has become as this tournament is.
Seen that, a lot of turn, a lot of a bounce, and the batters have gradually got to find their way and how to score and get themselves to a reasonable score. And I think 120 is still going to be that target.
Yeah, you can sense that the batters are throwing caution to the winds in the middle.
Yeah, there's some urgency, but the worry is the 5 down. There's still quite a few overs to go. 5 wickets down for the Gurkhas.
Partnership still to grow and blossom. And this is miscued. Cries of catch it yet again. This will take a spectacular effort. And what a catch. Out of action. And that's Asif Sheikh, I reckon. That's a brilliant pouch in the deep. They have taken 3 spectacular catches today. And the Janakpuri bowls are bringing out brilliance in the middle.
Well, they've been on fire in the field as the Janakpuri bolts. They're really now starting to dominate this game. Again, Doubtway, a nothing shot really. Just trying to flick it through to the leg side. Another leading edge, but what a bit of fielding in the deep. Delighted. Delighted is Mala, the bowler. Grateful, but Doubtway, there he goes. 1 off just 5 balls. Caught Asif in the deep. 66 for 6.
Nepal is a treasure trove, indeed, but at the moment, the Kathmandu Gurkhas are all over the turf. Pratik Shrestha walks out a best of 20 for him, team in dire straits. And that ball is turning both ways. Very hard to pick Shane Malla if you're a new batter. Doubtweight as well. Let's close the phase of the bat.
Yeah. A thick edge from Patik, runs away for a 4. Much needed boundary for the Gurkhas.
Yeah, they'll welcome all these runs coming their way. It's 70 for 6 after over number 13.
Can't wait, won't wait. Some feast our fantasy.
Happier.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like ball.
Yeah, that kept low. He had to go deep into his crease. Nicely fielded in the deep. The catching and fielding has been brilliant to the bowls today. They had an off day yesterday, but they've come back well.
Oh, they've been superb in the field. Great energy. I think they were disappointed with yesterday's performance. They know they've got to come out today on fire. One of the favourites for the competition. Had an off day, but they're back on it today. Excellent in the field. 71 for 6, the Gurkhas. A bit of a collapse. They've got to try and get a reasonable total.
Oh, good boys, come on, good.
What can they defend? Where can they get to from here? What can they get to? They need to get a partnership together. They need someone to strike some boundaries, rotate the strike.
Look at that for again an effort in the middle. I just like the commitment. It's been brilliant. And there he is. Bring out the smile, sir. That's the happy dance, sparkling smile. Fan of the match. They're having a whale of a time in the middle. He's seeing himself at the big screen as well, Darren.
He wants to smile. Show those teeth off. Lovely teeth.
Yeah, they say a smile is a curve that sets everything straight, Darren.
Well, why wouldn't you smile when you're at the cricket? A lovely sunny day, beautiful country.
And when the camera is on you and you're on the big screen as well, you've got to bring out that big grin. And right now that grin is missing for the Kathmandu Gurkhas.
It soon changes though in cricket. We've seen you've got to get yourself out of a hole. Got themselves in a deep hole at the moment, the Gurkhas.
Only 4 runs of over number 14. It's become difficult to find the boundaries at the moment. It's 74 for 6.
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त? Download Ncell app now or dial *123*6#.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Happier home. Today sahi.
The way Levitt Sharkey would deceive perished in his bid to accelerate. The Kathmandu Gurkhas winning the toss. They're 74 for 6 after over number 14.
Use your brain, brother. Don't need to go too much. Just,
Yeah, we're over number 15 and we have a slip in place for Raj Banshi. He's 2 for 8 after 3. That's what you have to do when you have your premier bowler in operation. Just back him and give him the field he wants. Great captaincy. There, he beats the bat, but the fielding, the catching of balls has been spectacular today.
Absolutely, and Rajabanshi has been superb. 2 for 8 from 3.1. Fantastic performer for the Bolts.
Wild swing, this ball is turning. Very smart bowling.
Just bowl like that.
And here we go. Beautiful delivery. Turn, bounce. The batter nowhere near it. Nowhere.
Why you are trying too many things? Just bowl, normal.
You can just listen to Millar Banshi. Why you just leave it the way it's coming out of your hand. That's more like it. 4 dots, Darren.
Exactly, and I agree with you. There's no need for variation. Natural variation is the best. He's bowling well. He's turning the ball. The other one's going straight on with the arm. There's no need to try anything special. Just keep it on a good length.
Yeah, the pressure is building. 5 dot deliveries. That one came in with the arm. The batter looking to play with the turn.
And that's what we're talking about. Natural variation. Again, a wonderful pace. Just went on with the arm. Natural variation.
Yet again, great returns for a very, very skilled bowler. He's very good at his craft. Into his final 4 overs. The pressure was building and it eventually tells. Pratik plays across the line and Raj Banshi strikes. What a champion bowler he is.
You're right there, Raj Banshi, champion, the last ball. Not very intelligent cricket there from the Gurkhas. It's his last delivery of his 4 over spells. But he's given a bit of air, the temptation. 4 overs, Raj Banshi. Excellent figures of 3 for 8. He's delighted. His team are delighted. The Bolts are on fire. And Pratik goes for 6. And the score now is a poor 74 for 7.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon present residential graduate school, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
More than that, they've been really good, the Bolts. Tightening the screws. Rajbansi 3 for 8 in his 4 overs. Quite incredible figures for the left arm tweaker. Now Karan Casey makes his way to the middle. Someone's got to stick around with Erasmus.
Mawson coming in for his final over. These are they've kept themselves in the contest through and through, the Bolts.
It's not that they've got options, the Bolts. They've got dangerous options. I mean, this man, highly impressive. See why he is the #1 left-arm spinner here in Nepal.
Tries to go down the ground and cannot find the boundary. It's Gerard Erasmus, the lone man standing, seen a few wickets go down the other end, and this time he sees himself out as well. Mohsin coming in, picks up his 2nd wicket.
I mentioned dangerous options. Is there anything more dangerous than this man with his variations? He was the last hope, really, Gerard Erasmus. Mohsin now has 2. Mullah still has 2 overs remaining. Erasmus goes for 20. They're almost done, the Gurkhas, 74 for 8.
Are happy. Shahab Alam walks out to the middle. We spoke about dangerous bowling options. We haven't even seen Harsh Tucker. He's picked up wickets regularly for him. Haven't needed it to date. A wicket to Kishore, 3 to Rajbanshi, 2 to Mohsin. Everyone except for Jimmy Neesham has now picked up a wicket.
I think the decision here from Gerard Erasmus was, look, I can nudge and nurdle it here for the next 5 overs, but we need runs. Perishes in the cause.
Saying about 120, 130 might end up being a competitive score at this point. I don't think they're getting there. In fact, they're at risk of being bowled out, the Gurkhas.
That's a long way. 120, 130, that's miles away. But they'll be just hoping that they can get to triple figures at the moment.
Worked into the gap, and it's going to find the boundary. This is a good-looking stroke from the skipper, Karan Casey. Great way to end the over as well. 16 gone, 79 for 8.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन delightful.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो यसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
Gonna be Mola coming in for his third, 1 for 10. Tosses this one up, trying to entice. We're gonna go down to Andrew Leonard, who's got a special guest with him.
Yes, many thanks, Manali. Joshua Trump was in the team yesterday for that amazing game against the Turnip Som Royals. Joshua, I want to ask you about that, the crowd. How did you deal with it out there? It was huge.
Yeah, the crowd was phenomenal yesterday. Definitely the biggest crowd I've ever played in front of. And yeah, the noise level was just amazing, especially being at 9 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I phoned my brother after the game and he was like, what did these people do? 9 a.m. in the morning and the whole stadium is packed out. But yeah, it was just incredible to be a part of it and yeah, really stoked to play the game.
What was it like in the first innings where I actually thought you did really well with the ball, 120 odd? You felt that was a good effort?
Yeah, I think from the previous few games, like restricting a team to 120 would look like a really good effort. Didn't look like it was playing too many tricks. I mean, the ball, a few balls did misbehave, but yeah, we thought it was going to be a pretty comfortable chase.
It turned out to be the opposite, didn't it? I know you'll have been disappointed to lose, but even just to get out there, hit that 6, you were the top scorer in the innings, you must have been delighted to contribute.
Yeah, I mean, it's you never want to be on the sidelines, so it was definitely cool to go out there and experience a bit of the atmosphere, and yeah, it was obviously good to hit a ball for 6, but yeah, it was disappointing that my innings ended so short.
Here, Joshua. And here of the 17th over, the score 80 for 8. What's it like coming to a country like Nepal, somewhere you've never been before, and getting to play franchise cricket?
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically living my dream at the moment, coming and playing my age. Learning from all the guys in my team, learning from coaches like Pubadu. Yeah, it's just a great experience for me, and hopefully I can take what I've learned here into back home to America and can help me with my career, yeah.
Let me ask you about some of your teammates. Mohammed Mohsen, you know well, from the United States, but playing with Jimmy Neesham, and then some of the local players, Asif Sheikh, Anil Shah, Lala Rajbanshi is the leading wicket taker in the tournament.
Yeah, no, I've loved playing with these guys. I mean, like you said, I've played with Mohsen and a couple getting to know. I've worked a bit with him in the nets, and yeah, we've shared a bit with each other on how we could approach it on this wicket, and also with Jimmy. I'm hoping I can get a round of golf with him tomorrow, and I'll pick his brains. But yeah, the local talent has been phenomenal. I've been so impressed, especially with Anil and Asif. They really carry the flag well here in Nepal. But yeah, seeing bowlers like Mala and Mahato, how well they've done throughout the tournament.
Playoffs and maybe that grand final on the 21st of December. What's the mood in the camp like for it?
Yeah, the mood is really good. It would be nice to lift the trophy. I know we got a lot of fans here and back home in Janakpuri, so hopefully we can bring the championship back home to Janakpuri.
Joshua, we love watching your journey. I'm so proud of what you're doing. You're 19 years of age. You're doing a great job. Wish you all the best. Guys, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Lenny. Very well spoken for a young man as well. Joshua Trump. Use of the feet goes over the bowler's head, and he's going to find the boundary. Great looking stroke from Karan Casey.
This is just time down the ground. It's like a bunt.
Looking stroke from Karan Casey.
This is just time down the ground. It's like a bunt. No big flourish. Strong man.
Backing away this time, inside out, through the offside, and it goes all the way for 6. Starting to open up those shoulders, Karan Casey, and in good time. Not a lot of overs to come now.
All of a sudden, that 120 is not looking so far away anymore. To get there. Great shot. Really good shot. Gave himself a little bit of room. That's always a vacant area there over extra cover's head.
Dropping extra cover deep. Bringing in the sweeper cover. And this time worked into the leg side. They'll pick up a single, and it's going to end the 18th. The Gurkhas 94 for 8.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic.
Asli Energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozone.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*.
Tidy last over for the Gurkhas. Karan KC putting on some runs. It's the tallest tower, so 8 with 120, 130. They get that on the cards, and the Bolts are going to have to bat really well.
The right man's on strike. He was clever enough, smart enough, Karan Casey, to just get a single off that final ball after a couple of boundaries in that over.
Eve down the ground. And they decide against the second. The fielding's been good, hasn't it? 2 really good catches.
The catch been good. I think over the course of the competition, there's been quite a number of fumbles in the outfield when outfielders have been put under pressure. One might think, well, it's a bumpy outfield. It's not that bad at all. Just sometimes they go with one hand rather than 2.
Into the leg side again, and again just the 1 run. We've seen a few bump off knees as well when they go down on 1 knee. Long barrier.
Well, I'm not even trying to find a boundary. Captain's obviously said to him, look, bat on ball, run, let me be the one that looks for boundaries.
Worked off the pads. Again, they're rotating the strike well. An over and a half to come.
Some good catching. Catches to take when you're running away from the field of play. And that diving forward also not easy. Coming in off the long off boundary. Just the technique behind the catch and the dive to ensure that the elbows don't hit the ground first.
Short arm jab, and he does find the boundary. A lot of power on this one.
Oh, good strike. There's a wry smile etched across the face of Alam after he's nudged and nurdled his captain on strike. He's decided, well, this is too short and there's not enough pace on it. I'm going to have a swat. It brings up the 100.
Really well bowled. Full and wide York.
Always a look of surprise from a batter when the umpire doesn't extend his arms out and signalling wide, but another good decision.
Here with their drums, the Gurkhas fans. Well bowled again. It's a dot to finish the 19th.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Banking sector ma पहिलो पटक मा पोइन्ट छ सट्टार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
DHI Happier Home. Today's a hey.
जहाँ पनि रौँ पाउँछ नि
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
innings push us close to that 110 and even higher if they can. Karan Casey 19 off 12, the captain seeing the ball well, 2 4s 1 6 so far from him, and it's going to be Sher Mullah to finish his spell and to finish the innings. That's going to be a wicket. Down the track, completely missing the ball, Karan Casey, and well bowled Sher Mullah. They're 9 down.
Such a tricky customer, Sher Mullah. He has the ability to bowl the carom ball, the one that goes back in towards the right-hander as well. That one goes away. The mystery spinner has mystified Karan Casey. He has his second. Casey goes for 19. It's 101 for 9.
Five deliveries to go. And this has come in sharply. One person. Parsa's not out.
I wonder if he thought that it just hit the pad first. It skips on. Just at the last moment, drops the bat on it. Push Kandal.
Blighted this time. He tries to go down the ground. He does not have the distance. And it's going to be yet another wicket. They've been bowled out, the Kathmandu Gurkhas. They managed just 101.3. They bowled out with 3 deliveries to spare. Sher Mullah picking up 2 wickets in his final over. And this may not be enough to bring them a win.
He's just too good, I'm afraid, for tail-enders. Sher Mullah with all his variations. Well, the Gurkhas yesterday, they defended a low total and emerged victorious to lower one against a very powerful side, the Bolts. They're going to have their work cut out, the Gurkhas, that's for sure. You think that 101 would be nowhere near enough. Nothing to really speak of. A start for Eskenazi and also the Namibian captain Gerard Erasmus with his 20. Karan Casey promised at the back end with some lusty blows, but eventually bundled out for 101.
The bowling's been very effective. Mahato picking up a wicket alongside Yadav. Mohsin picks up 2. And both Sher Mullah and Lalit Rajabanshi outstanding. 3 wickets each. And some really good economies as well. They make easy work of the batting. The Gurkhas never really stood a chance as they kept on losing regular wickets.
That was Michael Levitt and Stephen Eskenazi who opened the innings. And there was a couple of overthrows to get them underway. Lusty blow from Michael Levitt before he was dismissed. Wonderful catch, this backpedaling, running towards the stands and hanging on to Jimmy Nish. Covers by Stephen Eskenazi and then lambasted through mid-wicket before Bimshaki was undone by the very impressive Mohamed Mohsin. Eskenazi didn't look happy, but on closer inspection you felt that that was plumb in front. Maharajan got an absolute beauty before Erasmus started to build some form of respectability.
And then Rashid was next to go, followed by Dan Douthwaite. Not out there long enough, just 1 off his 5 deliveries, followed by Pratik.